It's Mark Husson's Astrology Hour. Time for you to expect something wonderful.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome. It's Mark Husson. This is Mark Husson's Astrology Hour coming to you live at 8:01 a.m. Pacific Time, 11:01 a.m. East Coast. How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, all the people in the chat room. It is so fun to have you here. If you're new and you haven't found the chat room yet, just go to youtube.com/@MH Astrology, and you'll find us. I'm going to say hi real quick to the beautiful people in the chat. It's so sweet of you all to come over. And starting at the top, we got Lori and Linny. Thank you, guys. Pam, thanks so much for being here. And I'm glad you remind me with your username who you are. Sometimes it's sort of like, I want to think it is, but I don't want to insult anybody. But thank you. Quelly's in the house, and Penny's in the house, and Laura's in the house. Thank you so much. Hi, Shelly. Sherry, you're at the Children's Hospital. I hope your boy's okay. Tara, it's Tara, but it's your username, but I hope your boy's okay. Hi, Liz. Thanks for coming. Arlene's here. Jennifer Hart is here from Cornwall, which is over in the UK, right? I'm getting there. Jamie Faith is in the house. Hi, Jamie. Good to see you. Jamie Queso. She's an advisor at 1-2. And Sarah and Anne is here. Thank you. Erica, your show was fabulous. Thank you for the 5 of Swords. I know. I rebooted. She pulled the 5 of Swords for me, and I was like, she said it at the same time I did. I went technology, and I just rebooted because I'm like, this is crazy. And she was so right because so many things got fixed instantly, and I was like, thank you, Erica. Hi, Terry. Thanks for being here. Hi, Ferry SF. Thank you so much too. You guys, thank you so much to be thankful for. You are a part of it so much. And I know tonight, and many of you know about Kat. She's going to be my special guest. We're going to have a special interview. It's for members only. If you want to be a member, it's not very expensive. I don't think it's $2.99. You can be a part of it just for a month if you want to be a part of this live stream. We're going to do them every month. And then I was going to talk to you guys. I think every other week, I'm going to do a live stream of just charts. John's going to help me run them. I can just do readings with you. We'll have a ball. I think being a member is going to be so much fun, especially as I pull out of this nasty flu that I got. I have just a little bit of remnants of coughing left. But in fact, I had a little bit of a coughing fit right before the show, and I was like, what is that? It's so not annoying. I mean, it's sort of, thank goodness, it's not a painful cough. It's a productive cough, but I think it's just all kind of coming to a head. But this was a lingering one, right? But it didn't linger on my energy. I got to walk the boys today in the snow. They just love the snow. They love the snow. It's almost like they look at me so sad, and I'm so afraid it's so cold for them. But we go real quick. They have a nice little warm quilted vests on, and they they romp and they play. They're so happy. Most importantly, they poop, which is like, oh, thank God. And so it's kind of like we haven't had much of a winter. So when it snows, it's sort of like, oh yeah, I do love the winter. So yeah, thank you so much. Happy new moon. That's okay. So the cat thing is tonight. It's at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. We had to make it at 4. I'm sorry for the Pacific coasters who might be working, but you can tune in maybe at work. I don't know. I don't want to get you in trouble, but I don't know if people still work till 5 anymore. I don't even know, but we had to do it for the sake of sanity. Just to, it's a nice little time period. She's taking care of her little baby girl, Lulu. And doing a great job of it, but she had to get a sitter for Lulu, her little puppy, and she'll talk about that. And we're going to just talk about it. We're going to talk to Kat. We're going to let her do readings. We're going to have you guys in the room. If you can't make it and you're a member, email me, and I'll definitely read your question on the air for her. I know we can't get to everybody. That's just not possible, but we can have a good time and we can sort of break the ice on this new thing about sharing advisors and being connected to you in the evenings. I'm looking so forward to it. And I thought once a month is good. And we'll have this event once a month and we'll have, and Kat will give a special time-based session to the members. We'll talk about that later during the show. There's so much, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am excited. So that's tonight. Come if you can, and I certainly, if you can't, I'm recording it, and I'll put it up for everybody. The live event is mostly to celebrate members, and it's not to make people who aren't members wrong. I don't subscribe or be a member of everybody's stream. I'd be broke. So it's just to thank you for those of you that can do it and do it. It's just thank you. I've been doing a series of astrology from the very beginning for YouTube, just doing like the modalities, what that word means, and explaining it as much as possible and putting them up as videos for everybody, because I thought I get so much feedback when I do the show that I'm not explaining enough and it's way over people's heads. And I've been doing this for too long, using words that I just assume you all know what I mean. And I understand that. And I think people have a very good point. So I tried to start at the beginning. So those of you that kind of want to learn astrology, find those. I have a playlist. It's called Astrology Classroom, I believe. And go through it and then teach me. Tell me what I'm not making sense on, and I will go hammer that thing out. Because I'm just doing them. I'm just having fun. We got up to Scorpio, I think. We've done all the signs up to Scorpio. I get to add little animations at the end. It is tedious, and I don't want to spend too much time on it because it's time consuming and I have so much I want to do, but I have enjoyed those. So if you enjoy them, go like them if you want, and then let me know if I can do something different to make it a little clearer or a little easier, because I have been doing it for, maybe a long time. Let me just say a long time. And so it's easy to forget that you're using words that you have become so accustomed to that people have no idea what they mean. So now, having said that, I'm going to cough here. Hang on. Having said that, I want to talk about this new moon, and I want to talk about its effect on us, and I want to talk about how this amazing shift from that new moon energy with all that Capricorn suddenly changed in the blink of an eye, and how you're dealing with it. Okay, let me check the room real quick. Serena's in the house. Hi, Serena. Oh, I know. I'm excited for it too, Serena. Thank you so much. Jamie said it lingers forever. Oh, Jamie. Oh, God. Bless your heart. Jamie's a nurse, and an exciting nurse. She's not just like, Jamie is hardcore, right? Aries. And she is in the thick of it. So if Jamie says it lingers, okay, I feel better. You know what's good about knowing that it lingers? It's almost like misery loves company. Like, okay, it's just what it is, right? And so, okay, but thank God I have my energy. That's all that matters to me. When I first got hit on New Year's, a couple days before New Year's, I could feel it coming. I was sunk into the bed. It was like, I don't care about anything. I want to sleep here. I want to merge with my mattress. I never want to wake up. That to this. So thank you. It's so good to be alive. That's one of the gifts of getting well. Okay, hang on. Let's see how you guys are doing. I am a member. I am supposed to receive a password or anything? Maybe landed in spam. Hi, Connie. Let's see. No, I don't think you need a password. You basically, though, whenever you go to the members section of the site, right, of YouTube/Mark Husson at MH Astrology, there's a member section that just automatically lets you in, okay? And then there's all the information there. If for any reason you're lost or it's not working, email me, Mark Husson at ME. I'll get you there. Don't worry. No, there's no password. It's just YouTube knows that you're a member. It just automatically opens up all the membership things for you. So go in there and read all the membership. It's the line at the top. I'll actually take us on a tour there here in a minute, okay? But write me. You're okay. You're okay. We'll get you. And then tonight, if you subscribe to my channel, you'll be notified when we go live tonight. Tonight, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll do this. Just come here, and we'll be a live stream with Kat. Kat will be with me, okay? It's live, so you never know, you guys. I mean, we got to be open to anything, and thank God you're members because you're nice. Hey, Mark, heading back from Maryland, visiting my sister back in New Jersey. What a Capricorn moon, generous this weekend. Oh my God, I'm so glad! Yay, Maureen, that's good to hear. And will this be on your YouTube channel, Mark? Yes, it will be. And I'm gonna take you all. I'll show you. It's YouTube, guys, not Facebook. Okay, it's YouTube, not Facebook. I don't do Facebook is mean to me. Those people are mean. When you talk astrology on Facebook, you get all kinds of Christian crazy. I'm sorry, no offense, but I get lectured about Jesus died for you. What are you doing? For one ad I did on Facebook, and it's like, okay, I get it. No offense to anybody, I get it, but YouTube has made it a lot safer for me. So let's just hang there, okay? Donna, hey. Having coffee with your show. Oh, I love hearing that. Thank you so much. Jamie, it felt like dying. I'm over the moon. We've moved on from Capricorn. I hear you, Liz. I kind of hear you. Christine Dumarier's in the house. Good morning, dear Mark. I'm beautiful. What to fan? Christine's awesome. Thank you, Serena. Oh, Serena, that's so sweet. Serena became a member. That's so kind. So sweet. Y'all, do it for a quickie. See how you like it. You don't have to renew. It's $2.99. It's not. Hopefully, it doesn't break your bank. But listen, even last week, where $2.99 was too much to think about. So don't. I have no judgment here. I'd have no judgment. Connie, okay, Mark. I may not have logged in at the time in an effort to stop Google from stalking me. I got you, girl. The three wise men were astronomers. Thank you, Shelley. The three wise men were astronomers. I try to tell the Christians, the mean Christians, that there's mean groups and everything. But the mean Christians who come at me on Facebook, who just like say the devil, the devil, the devil. I love them. I understand that. I understand that fear. I'm not like being all like holier than thou about it. I know they can be buttholes, but I also know that fear, and I get it. I mean, people take astrology and they crap on it, and they do, but because they're doing terrible things, like they're fear mongering, they're making it sound like they can read death into it. When you are conscious about what you're doing with astrology, it can be very loving. But you don't want to, I don't need to, what do I have to have a resume every time I go to somebody? I'm an astrologer, but look at me, I'm so different, whatever. You're going to get labeled. You got to deal with it. But Facebook is just so hardcore about it. YouTube doesn't give me that kind of crap at all. And so I'm safe here. I just feel good. I'm a Cancer. I got to go where it feels safe. Those people blasted me. It was like, woo. Plus, I'm having a psychic on tonight. They're going to crucify me. Whatever. Literally. Okay, so let's talk about that new moon. And you guys, I can't even tell you how much I appreciate you. Now, if people show up in the chat room tonight, you need a certain number. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I created a word. You can enter this word and it will put you in for a raffle that will automatically pull. I have nothing to do with it. It's all computerized. And it'll pull a winner for a report on ones who report. So I've got it all set up. All right, I'm excited. Hold on. Okay, now let's take a look at the chart. I'm going to be with you on this chart. I think I figured out a way to. No, wait a minute. Let me see. Big monitor. There I am. Is that right? Yeah, let's do it this way. I like this. I like that little segment of me. See my lava lights. Such a Cancer. Such a Cancer. All right. So let me get so it didn't refresh the picture. So hold on. There it is. All right. Okay, you guys, let's just take a look at this. I'm going to talk to you like I'm talking to my beginning classes, okay? This is what a new moon basically looks like. Ignore that they're like seconds off, but it's 28 and 28. The moon met up with the sun in the sky and left us out of our Earth is out here, right? We're looking at it and we see the moon cover the sun, and then the moon turns dark. That makes sense, right? Because there's the sun, right? There's the sun, and moon comes in front of it and blocks the light. So we see the dark of the moon. And from that moment on, at that moment, it's the darkest we're going to see. The outside is dark. Most of it is dark. From that moment on, the moon will then move inch by inch, minute by minute, and create a sliver each day, a little bigger and a little bigger and a little bigger. It starts what? Receiving light. It gets brighter. And that's the metaphor of the new moon. The new moon before the new moon can be a little heavy, and we had all that Capricorn. Now I'm going to throw the Capricorn planets in there to remind you just how this is the difference. Is what blew me away. Keep an eye on the planets here, and I'm going to add Mercury. It's in Capricorn, right there with the sun and the moon. See, it's up. See, it's like 26, 28, 28. Those numbers mean something. They just tell you proximity. So if you got a 28-degree moon and a 28-degree sun, that should tell you in Capricorn, they're close, right? So 26 is kind of close, like really close. Let's add Venus. Look at that. Venus just scooched out, right? The day before, Venus just scooched out into Aquarius. But it's still, literally, when you look at it, it's still close. That's still considered a conjunction or close together. Let's go Mars. Where's Mars? Look at Mars back up there by Mercury. 26. Exactly. 26 of Capricorn. And then, so that's all that Capricorn was up there. And then you add in things like Jupiter being opposite. There's Jupiter down at the bottom. So let's just talk about this little stellium. When you have that much Capricorn, it probably does you good to understand the nature of Capricorn. It's very, very stoic. And by stoic, I mean Capricorns do not like to add a lot of fluff to things. They come in old. It's Saturnian. Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn, and Saturn is like the old school. They don't like newfangled. If you know a Capricorn, Capricorn likes things. They don't like all that newfangled stuff. Like, you build your business, you do good, you follow rules, you keep the tradition. Now, you'll meet Capricorns that don't do any of that. That's okay. We're not into the one-offs. We're into the general tone, because that's the energy that the weather brought us. We have this weather now that is heavy. It's a little heavier. It was like overcast all weekend energetically as we approached the new moon. And so a lot of people felt at home there. They started feeling comfortable. You started cooking a little better. You started being able to maneuver. You started being able to see, okay, this is the feeling of, working for your whole life. Like, I remember I went through that like when I got sick, and then I was thinking, God, we work and we work and we work. That's our life. Me and John, we work. It's work. And I'm not playing a violin about it. We're Saturn people. That's what you do. Why would you stop? That's what you do. And so, but it was like so obvious to me, like when you're out of commission, you feel like, then that's like, what? It's like, you don't know where you are, right? Or who you are. So this energy is very much about purpose. What is my purpose? And the more purpose you found and discovered and thought about or did, whether it was caring for a sick child, right, Tara? Or whether it's caring for the sick child of the pet and the animals, taking care of business at home in whatever capacity, taking care of work at home. Like, a lot of people wrote me and said they were fired, they were laid off. And then some were saying like they reversed. It's okay. Work and purpose became a big theme for us this week. Okay, now pay attention to the screen. Now today, I want you to see this Mars and Mercury. If some of you have been really impatient, that's Mars and Mercury together. And here's why. Mercury rules your thinking and your talk and your communication. Mars is energy. It's like aggression. It's fuel. It's the gas pedal. So you're putting the gas pedal on to Mercury, but here's the difference. It's not just blah, blah, blah. It's Mercury in Capricorn. It's Mercury with a purpose. How many of y'all got irritated, people who talking about the weather? You don't want to talk about the weather. You want to talk about real things, right? You want to talk about what's real. I had this talk with John, like, what's real? When you get real. I enjoy my morning conversations so much. I love them with you. I love them with John. I like that moment, because sometimes I get a little heated. I'll be watching too many things that make me angry or make me upset. And then I have to tone it down. I have to Capricorn it out a little bit, because you don't want to bring that energy to the table, any table. You want to, you shouldn't be, here's me. I don't think because we're close that I should be able to just dump on you because it's in my mind. I should be able, like, this is where Libra, living with a Libra for so long. It should be a little nice. It should be kind. It shouldn't be so hot heavy, so heavy handed. But Capricorn sort of gives you that feeling like it should be. It needs to be. It's heavy. This is important. All right. So that's the energy the new moon brought. It put it in your chart. 28 degrees Capricorn is a little bit of energy in your chart somewhere. So if anything hits 28 degrees, which if you think about it, Mercury's at 26, Mars is at 26. Today they're at 27. So it is going to hit 28, okay, in a couple days. So there's more coming. But let me show you what happened. Let me look at you, how y'all are doing. Thank you, Judith. That's so sweet. Oh, thank you, you guys. That's so kind. I love to be and hear your conversations. You should. We are funny, Shelly. It is funny, and it is funny. I'm so grateful, and I really get this thing of, I've learned a lot. I feel like my eyes have opened a lot, and I feel like I'm grateful that I told you all this. I remain curious, and so, it's contagious. I see John curious, and we're like, but what about this? And what about this? And what about this? And what about this? And what about that? Well, let me look that up. Because, you don't want to walk around being stupid, but you also don't want to walk around thinking that you know the truth and you don't really. That's really looking stupid. Okay. Hold on. Now, I want you to look at the chart because I'm going to move it one day. Just one day. This is Sunday. Right here, it says Sunday. I'm going to move it one day. Watch this. Okay. Now, it's Sunday at what time? 11 a.m. today. This is today. Moon left Capricorn. Venus left Capricorn. Guess what else is going to leave Capricorn here in just a minute? Oh, happy Martin Luther King Day, you guys. God bless Martin Luther King. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, seriously, no, I just want to throw that in there. I do love that man. I felt connected to that man. And I think what he did, oh my God, I just love him. I do. I'm a big fan. So all conspiracy theories aside, anything you want to do to not make that or to think more, whatever, when you are in that moment, okay, when you are in the moment of an uprising, when you're in the moment of a conscious change, a zeitgeist change, there's nothing like it. We can look back at it and yawn and do whatever, but I get to relive that every now and then, that moment. I remember being young, and I remember my housekeeper, Minnie, who was like my best friend. And my mom did to her what they did in that movie about The Help, where they blamed him from stealing, all that. My mom did all that stuff. I'm not trying to disparage my mama, but this woman had an imprint on me, and I remember the joy she felt that Martin Luther King was speaking, and it was just whatever. Anyway, happy Martin Luther King Day. Now look at this thing. The sun today at 5:45 p.m. Pacific moves into Aquarius too. So I have it at 11 a.m. here, and I could move it. I could make it I could put it down to 5 and show you. But I want to show you just how much of this Aquarius energy. This is we're getting there. Okay, the sun moved. Okay, let me get it back up. So if you look at this, now we have 3 planets in Aquarius. Mercury's about to leave. Mercury's going tomorrow morning. Will be in Aquarius. And all of a sudden, we have only 1 planet left in Capricorn. How is that possible? In a day. So today, right now, we'll get this back to 8 a.m., we got the moon and Venus solely into Aquarius. You know what else is in Aquarius? Check this out. The meanie. Look at this. Keep an eye on your screen. Look at Pluto squeezing his little butt in there. Okay, look at it. Now we have 3 planets in Aquarius. Venus is next to Pluto. So y'all are like, it's going to lighten up when everything goes into Aquarius. Well, here's why. Pluto rules Scorpio. Okay? Whenever a planet comes up to Pluto, it gets Medusa-ized, right? It becomes Scorpion. So Venus is now in Scorpio. Maybe you get a little paranoid today. Maybe you dig a little deeper in your relationships and find something you don't like. Maybe you have an insight that blows your mind and lifts you up to new heights. Either way, it's in there and the potential is there. That's Venus on Pluto. That's kind of crazy. I love that. So we leave all this Capricorn and we're going to leave it all behind. Today, the sun leaves at 5. Mercury leaves tomorrow at 8 in the morning and just going to have lonely old Mars there. All of a sudden, we're all in Aquarius. So wouldn't it make sense that we understand a little bit about Aquarius? I know it does. Okay. Your mom passed on MLK Day 10 years ago. God bless you, Lori. Oh, honey. Oh, I know that immediately, that sears in a moment. It's unforgettable. All right. Capricorn is done with all that Capricorn. This Capricorn is done with all that Capricorn. Right on. Okay, who said that? Tara said it. You're right. Like, when you have the sign and all the planets are in your sign, you are kind of like, can I get some other element here, please? Can we like leave Earth for a minute and get into some air? And that's exactly what's happening. So you are getting into some air. Aquarius is fixed air. What does that mean? First of all, I want you all to hear this. Whenever you talk the word fixed, it's the middle of a season, period. Can you remember that? There's 3 parts to a season, a beginning, a middle, and an end. Fixed is the middle. It's where everything's stabilized. So if I say fixed Aquarius, it means it's in the middle of a season, okay, the energy, and that's the middle of winter, and it's fixed. It doesn't move. It's air that doesn't move. What does that mean? It means you get an idea in your head, you can't let it go. And maybe the idea is ideal. It's idealism. It's let's end hunger. Let's end homelessness. Like it's an ideal, okay? Whatever your ideal is, and it's not always the same ideals. We all can have different ideals. Some people could believe like, I mean, you know how it is politically. Everybody thinks their ideal is the ideal. Now, if you have an ideal and something comes along that doesn't fit that ideal, you can't let it in. That's fixed air. That's when you see Aquarians that leave you alone and never speak to you again. Okay, I know maybe y'all have had that happen, maybe you haven't. But if you know Aquarians, they will leave you and never speak to you again. Who else does that? Scorpio. Who else does that? Taurus. Who else does that? Leo. What do they have in common? They're all fixed. Every fixed sign, if you don't, they don't budge. So if they ain't budging and it doesn't fit their whatever picture, you're gone. So it's not just Scorpios that burn you off. They might be meaner about it. I don't think so. Aquarians will burn you off. Aquarians will say, sorry, doesn't fit my ideal. You're wrong. And I'm out. They don't care. Okay, so why am I saying that? Because you are now in that energy. You're in that energy. Okay? You have the potential to say, I know I'm right and I know you're wrong. Now, what else do you have the potential to do? You have the potential to see that you're doing that. You have the potential to see that you are picking an ideal that you believe is right, and you confirmation bias the hell out of it so that no other information can come in except what you believe to be true, and you're convinced it's true, and you will die for that truth, and you will kill anybody off who doesn't hear that truth with you. And that's happening right now in the world. It's happening right now in the world. I don't care how right you think you are, you have the potential to be wrong. You have the potential to not see the whole picture. And if you don't have the awareness of that, then you're a zealot. Sorry, you just are. If you can't have a part of your brain go, I might be wrong, but this is what I see, then you're a zealot. Then you're just completely sold out to your confirmation bias, and that's all you're going to see. So take a look at that, because that's Aquarius. The good part of Aquarius is that it does lift us above the fray. We have the ability to soar like an eagle and look down at all this stuff and get an objective opinion. Objective is the key word. I know there's a lot going on in the world. I know people always ask me to talk about events in the world. I won't do it. I can't do it. There's too many truths, but you can do it. You can do it. You have the ability to go, if I'm convicted about this, can I still open the door to another viewpoint? Do I still have that ability, or am I just sold hook, line, and sinker? This is it. And you decide for yourself. I'm not here to judge it. Let me see how y'all are doing. Hey, Melissa. She said, so true. Mars and Aquarius here. I love that. Esther, here in hospital, coded getting a permanent pacemaker. Esther, our prayers are with you, baby. Good for you. Permanent pacemaker. Good, good, good. Well, I love that. And I know that's good healing. They have so many good stuff with the heart. I have a friend who they went up her wrist, and another friend who went up their thigh and did a whole replacement thing, valve replacement. They were awake. They got the heart down, Esther. But good thoughts around you, okay, honey? What else y'all doing? What a difference a day makes, Liz. Liz, you're so cute. I love that. Okay, make a different choice. Thank you. My husband and I both have Aquarius rising. Ooh, you do? That's so funny. That's great because you both see relationships the same way too. Whatever you have rising, you also have on the descendant, the opposite, the relationship house. So you have Aquarius rising just like this chart, and you have Leo in the 7th, just like this chart, which is like you're proud of the relationship. It's like you look at the world the same. It's very good. It's like that can be very good. It can be very bad. I'm just saying, I don't like to be like, you might be having trouble and go, how could it be good? We're having a fight right now. That's just fixed energy, man. They don't give in. Best definition of Aquarius. I have natal moon in Aquarius. I recognize it. You make me laugh. Thank you, Lori. Thank you. There's always something we're not aware of. Good point, Smart. That's right, you guys. There's always something we're not aware of. So you can believe in God. You can believe in your religion. You can believe in whatever you want to believe, but you must have a little piece, a wedge that you can open and say, somebody else may not believe that. Does it make them bad? Make them awful? Like them, what those people do to me because I'm an astrologer? I must hate Jesus because I'm an astrologer. I must hate God because I'm an astrologer. And why are they saying that? They were hurt by it. They were hurt by astrology. They're scared. I get it. They see what people can do. I mean, I get it. I get it. How am I going to hate on them? I'm not hating on those people. I'm hating on the effects of those people have on me. It's like, oh, God, okay. Back me up. I'm sorry. I meant to hit mute. But here's the thing. This Aquarius, one of the gifts of it is brilliance. Okay, sparkling brilliance. Now, I want you to hear this. I think of that Rihanna song, the Shine Like a Diamond, right? That's what this is for us. Sparkle like a diamond. You can be crystal clear about what you have and what you believe and what you know. One little observant thought that says, and there's probably more, and I might not have it all. One little thought like that, man, takes care of it all. Because that gives you room to hear somebody else. Gives you room to listen. It gives you room. Like, you know, I can't tell you how many people walked out of my house angry because they can't hear a position. They can't hear it. How many people? I'm like, okay, I get it. I am one of them. I am one of those people like, oh Lord, I can't hear that. And I'm trying my best, and I'm going to use this Aquarius time period. I mean this. I'm going to use this Aquarius time period to get the eagle perspective, to get that overview with the little voice in my head, the observer that says, and this is okay, this is you, and there might be more. And it might be more. And never give up your curiosity. Never give up your willingness to learn. Never give up the ideal, but keep looking. Because just as soon as you're absolutely sure you're right, guess what? You know that. You know this rule in life. I mean, it's as basic as Murphy's Law. If something can go wrong, it will. If you can be wrong, if you can be wrong, if your ideals can be wrong, they will be. And they'll be proven wrong. And just as soon as you get convicted and you're ready, it's no different than people deciding that a race of people is bad, all bad. It's no different. What you're doing when you get convicted about an ideal, when you get convicted and you're just so sure, how is that different than people who are so sure that a race of people is bad? How is it different? You got to challenge this stuff. It's not easy. No, it isn't easy because it's fixed air. It wants to have a solid thing to believe on. You can be fluid. You can have a belief. somebody challenges that their God is the one that hates astrology, do I have to give up my God to that? Do I have to loosen up my spiritual belief? Do I have to? No, I understand. People believe what they believe. Okay, so it's about understanding. It's about like, okay, isn't that the heart of Aquarius? Prometheus brought fire to mankind that Zeus wanted to punish. Zeus, the Capricorn, wanted to punish the humans. He was mad at them. They're ugly. They're mean. They beat each other up. They kill each other. They're mean. Can't argue with that. And Prometheus was like, well, you can't just kill them. You got to let them work it out. And he brought fire to them. He got tortured for it too. Okay, so the idea here is you have that ability to use this Aquarius energy. Get off your high horses. It's ego to the max. What Aquarius has, Leo lacks. Leo is called the arrogant one because they're searching so hard for their egos. Leo is like, what'd you think of me? What'd you think of me? Look, I'm on stage. What'd you think of me? What if you had a big ego, you wouldn't be asking what people thought of you. If you had an ego at all, you'd know. Aquarius, they got it. The opposite sign. They're the ones that have it. They know. Ask any Aquarius if they're right. How many times they've said, I see I'm right. And we all have it in us. And we're all going to ride this little bandwagon here of Aquarius. But Aquarius gets fixed air. The idea is right for them. And what a gift to get an Aquarian who might challenge that. Who might say, well, let me look. Okay, give me a minute. And actually look. That is true brilliance. That's the real brilliance. Because when you've locked into your ideal, when you're locked, then it's a religion. Then you're a zealot. Then there's no way out. If you're locked so hard onto a position that no other positions are allowed in, then you really don't believe that position. You have to protect it with your life. That's where fluidity is so important here. Okay? And there's people who are like so convicted to being right and in their position that they know I'm so wrong right now that they turned it off. You know what I'm saying? So be cool, be clear, rise above it, keep the observer on. That's all you have to do. Keep the observer on as much as possible. And then when you can hear other voices, when you can hear the other voices out in the world saying something a little different, when I can hear a Christian tell me that I'm going to go to hell and not be offended by it, I know I'm okay. I get it. I'm not. How am I going to convince all the world to agree with me? I don't even like the idea of like in the overview of my family, they're all successful. The extended families are all successful, right? And I'm here, the youngest one of the grandchildren, doing astrology, running a psychic hotline. I mean, I'm the pariah to them, right? I have no right to exist. This is where I should be living. I'm not kidding. They are so successful. They're doctors and lawyers, and they wear their name tags, and they're all over the internet. And people just worship them. It's like, I didn't go that route. All right. So we're up against these beliefs. I get it. But what makes it possible? A, you know your heart is in a good place. You know you're helping people somewhere along the line. You know, it's that moral foundation that says being good is a good thing. Being kind is a good thing. Having an ability to hear another voice, a good thing. Okay? Not being afraid is a good thing. And if you are afraid, having a way to nurture yourself is a good thing. Okay? So that's Aquarius. We're getting into that Aquarius mode. Can you feel it? The good part of Aquarian is like the true preacher. Different than Sag, this Aquarian is like the spiritual leader. The one that sort of says, you know, have you ever been to a thing where there was, like when I was years and years ago in the store, we would always go get invited to events, the Miraji event, right? I was never a follower, but I was always curious. These young little kids from India, and they would sit and people would listen to their words and they would talk with such an interesting voice and such an interesting perspective. And I got to hear some of that stuff, and it was like, oh my goodness, this is crazy good. It's so good. And I think about my life and being exposed in that little New Age store and how many things it exposed me to: the Enneagram, numerology, astrology, crystals, chakras, auras. I mean, it was like a plethora of goodness and possibilities. That's all it was. The Vedic system, everything I could possibly, it was in front of me in this alternative world. Christians protesting us. You know, the Christian high school would bring their kids every month, would bring their kids to tour the store. And they'd ask me questions because I was the devil. And it was the most beautiful thing I ever had. They would be like, They would be so terrified. It was so cute. And every once in a while, one kid would wait and be the last to leave and look and say, thank you. Because everyone else, it was like I was on stage. I was in a cage. And they were walking through my store and they were looking at what the devil does. Like, it was amazing, right? Okay, let me see. Liz, you are so sweet. Thank you. You touched my heart so much. Okay. Yeah, fixed energy. That's good. That's good, Tara. I love that. Tell the zealots to listen to John Prine. My head hurts, my feet hurt, and I don't love Jesus. I sing this. John's sister has a T-shirt that said, Jesus loves you, but he's the only one. Oh my God, I love that so much. Oh my God. Okay. You guys are the best. Yeah, so we're getting the feel of Aquarius, right? So let's look ahead, see what the week is looking like, and see if we can grab some of this. Remember, Aquarius has given us that window to look out of. Aquarius is giving us this possibility of the mind being brilliant and being able to receive information from different sources. Why lock that up? I know it's a fixed air sign, but that fixed air is about solidifying a picture, an ideal, and shooting for the ideal, but not being pissed that we don't have it yet, right? We want peace in the world. We'd love to all get along. Wouldn't we all love a world where, you know, there was safety and we were financially secure and abundance of course, we have ideals. We also have that Capricorn realism that we just got injected with deeply. That probably we're going to have to work a little harder if we want that. No one's going to swoop in and save you. Very unlikely. And basically, there are two sides to every story, probably 3 and 4. Right? So if you are convicted and you have one story, you might be missing out on a few. That's the lesson. That's all it is. That's all it is. Okay? That's up to you to work out with your consciousness about what that openness means. Okay? Now, Pluto in Aquarius, Venus is touching it. It's deep. Okay? I just want you to be ready. It's deep. Things get uncovered. Venus is like, I see the good. I want to be good. I want to have an ideal. And Pluto says, okay, well then here you have to see the truth. Let's see what that truth looks like. Let's see what happens. It might be a global truth that gets unfolded. It might be something else that uncovers for you. Be careful about your confirmation bias. If you already believe this thing is bad, you're just going to look for other things to confirm it's bad. Practice, like maybe that thing isn't bad. Maybe this is good on the opposite. I don't know. Practice stretching that up a little bit. That's all. Just practice a little bit. Why am I asking you to do that? Because the gift of Aquarius comes not from its rigidity, but from its openness to ideas, the Uranus part. And if you're shut down on ideas, you're not getting the full gift. Now let's look ahead. Mercury tomorrow, okay, at 8:41 goes into Aquarius. So Mercury's going to help us with this mind, getting our minds around it. Now the moon's going to go into Pisces for a couple days, Wednesday and Thursday. So we get that heart-centered energy, which is going to help a lot too. We need a little balance here. Okay, we got to get a little more water and a little more fire in the mix. Poor fire. We need some fire, like really. You know, I've been craving a little fire energy myself. Okay, let me put on, here's Jupiter here. Jupiter's in water. So now what do we have? Air, earth, water. Let me put Saturn up. Saturn's in Pisces. What is that? Water. So now we have air, earth, water, water. What else we got? Neptune's in water. Neptune in Pisces. That's going to be going into Aries soon, you guys. Ooh, we have a lot to talk about. So now we have 3 planets in water, 3 planets in Capricorn, 3 planets in air. Okay? Let's keep going. One left. Uranus. Earth. Another Earth sign, 27. Looks pretty close to Mars. This is surprise energy. Now listen, when Uranus and Mars connect, one's at 27 Taurus, one's at 27 Capricorn, both Earth signs, both 27. That tells me a lot about some surprise. Okay, I do think something's going to be revealed. I don't know what. Is it political? Is it global? Is it national? Is it underneath? Is it in your personal life? Is it in my personal life? I don't know. Keep an eye open. I do believe that is saying surprise. What is it? Tell me. We will get there. We will get there. Hold on. Okay. Lastly, we do have Chiron, little sweet Chiron. Look where Chiron is. Little sweet Chiron in Aries. Chiron is our fire sign, the healing planet of fire. Chiron's in fire. If you're in Aries, this is such an opportunity for you to work on some healing, whether it's your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body. This is where, I know, right? Chiron came through for us. Okay, so you guys get to work on that healing with this fire because we don't have any fire supporting us right now. We don't have anything. So guess what that means? If you have an Aries friend, if you have an Aries moon, if you have a Leo friend, Leo moon, if you have a Sag friend, Sag moon, any place you can get that fire, those people will feel good to you. They will be like, woohoo! They will be a dose of fresh air. And fire signs, you guys are going to feel it. This is your time to come in and go, I'm the missing link. You really are the missing link right now. Because what does fire give us that the other signs don't? It's that spiritual inspiration, for real. I mean, for real. It's inspiration. It's and inside the word inspiration is spirit, right? So it's something that moves us, and that's absent. So you're going to hear a lot of intellectual jargon. You're going to hear a lot of mumbo jumbo. You're going to hear a lot of theory. It's all good. Take it in because you are now open to hearing other things, right? But what we really want is that feeling inside of us that sort of bubbles up from the bottom. Chiron is healing that for us, okay? Judith is saying, I have Moon and Jupiter in Aquarius and now a Pluto opposition. Okay, hold on. I have Moon and Jupiter and now a Pluto opposition. The Saturn in Aries. I am so open to anything this year. Yes. Wait a minute. Now a Pluto opposition. Oh, so it must be opposing your natal Pluto. I get that. So yes, you got to be open. This is so good, Judith, that you have that moon. Pluto's going to hit that moon. Now all this Aquarius is going to be on that moon. Be open. Please use your wisdom. You Aquarius moons are so brilliant. I follow an Aquarian moon on the internet and I listen to him and I'm like, where your mind? And it's a hard sign for me. That Aquarius is I'm a Scorpio moon, right? But listening and learning, there's a brilliance that comes through. And when you're open to it, oh my God, Judith, yes. Lori, does Aquarius moon have a strange sense of humor? It takes an electric button to shut you up, Mark. I know. It takes an electric button. I know. Okay, listen. It does. It does. I could go on forever. Yes, anything strange with you guys, because what tickles lunar humor, the moon is humor, right? That's why Cancers are known to be comedians in so many ways. So your humor is off color. It's it's different. It's going to be unusual. It's also, a lot of Aquarius moons, humor is high-minded. It's a lot of people don't get it, but you're laughing and people, they missed it. So yeah, you guys catch it out of left field. If I have Chiron at 28 Aries, is this time of healing? Oh my God, yes. Notice where the house that Chiron is in. Okay, notice the house it's in for you, wherever Aries is in your chart, and you're having a Chiron return. Super amazing time of healing, deep, profound healing. Now, how does an Aries heal? What do they have to heal? Well, if you're a woman, a lot of it is about healing the sense of feeling feminine, feeling that you were allowed to receive, feeling that you had to show up or be tough or whatever it is, that could be one of them, that you couldn't express this other part of you that wanted to be receptive and cared for, but felt that you had to survive. It could have been that. It could have been that you suffered abuse. But whatever it is, this is a time where you get to this. It happens once every, I think it's a 54-year return. But it doesn't matter. Whenever this return is for you, this is a time where you get to look at what were some of the wounds of being that loner, feeling that aloneness, and coming in to do the opposite, which will be Libra. There you go, Jamie. Yes. And Aries women, and I know we're talking in a time of gender dysphoria and all this stuff, but I'm going to talk traditionally to you. We all have a feminine aspect. We all have a male aspect. But Aries women had it particularly hard because the culture said one thing, but your inside said another. And it was really hard to love yourself if you were natural to who you were. And it became a fight. So you had to make a choice, and sometimes this choice was to sacrifice one aspect for the other. It doesn't matter which one. Just the fact that a sacrifice occurred. During this time of Chiron, we get an opportunity to recognize that and heal it. Listen, healing is a guarantee if you want it. It's a guarantee. And we'll get into that a little deeper, but it's not just like, I killed this aspect of myself and I can't ever get it back. That's not true. We laid it to sleep for a little bit, and now we can have it back whenever we want. It's a matter of like being willing. It's the source of will. There's so much magic here, especially because it's Aries. Chiron in Aries in the 5th. So true. I love that you guys are relating to this. Please understand, it's brought to our consciousness not because it's happening in a planet is coming to you. It's because inside of you is this spiral awakening, and it's just being reflected. The planets are reflecting. It's telling you the words for it. But this is happening anyway. If you didn't know astrology, no matter what, this would be a cycle where you're starting to heal, and you're just we're lucky to get words for these things. That's what I love about astrology. It just gives us the words. Okay? Checking the time. We have a couple more minutes. You coming tonight, you guys? 4 p.m. Pacific. I'm excited. We're going to do this. We're just going to do this. We're going to talk. We're going to have questions in the room. You can email me questions if you can't make it and you want me to ask. Chiron and Taurus, 3 degrees. Yeah, that's coming up then. Okay, so we'll have a Chiron class too. We'll talk about all that. So you guys, I'm structuring this. You can see it. You're a part of the early time of this solidification. I'm hoping that maybe we do where I do every other week. We have a private once a month, me with you, and then once a month, me and a guest with you as the members. If you're not a member, it's easy to be a member, and don't feel bad if you're not. I don't want you to feel guilty about any of this stuff because, like I said, I don't go subscribe and membership people. But we're building this, and I'm doing everything I can to make sure that you feel that it was worth it to you. And so I want to give you some inside fun. Those of you that come and on the outside are supporting, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Up next is Kat. Anything else going on that I need to tell you? Just tonight, I'm back tonight. I'm coming back tonight. I'm going to change my shirt, I promise. Take a nap, get clear, and then we'll see what the world brings us. How are y'all doing? Let me see. We'll do definitely a Chiron class, you guys. Thank you, Anne. Chiron in the 1st in Sag. Yeah, and that, oh my God, the Sag, I'll go through them all. I'll get lost in a thing. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Thank you, Connie. God, you guys, okay, you touch my heart so much every time I make myself sick. I love it so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Come tonight, you guys. We'll play. I'm going to try my new raffle machine. We'll see if it works. Even if 5 of you are there, we're going to try it. I think there's a limit, but we'll see what happens. Just come to this room. I'll put it up when it's over. We'll put it up as a recording. We'll get Kat in. Thank you so much. Let me see if there's anything else. Yes, Kat's coming up next. I'll put it on my screen, you guys, for where her address is. I'm sure she'll be talking about this. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. You're the best in the world. I'll be back, you guys. Thank you again. Okay, here we go. Let's get Kat up. Yes, there's the event, and that's her address up there if you want to listen on YouTube now. And then I will be back with you guys this evening. Thank you so much. Here you go.